I'm gonna copy and paste the problem on the Google share sheet. Just give me a second. Uh, First, what language are you gonna use?
I'm gonna use JavaScript.
JavaScript. Okay, so it's already set as JavaScript, right?
Yeah, it's already set.
Okay. Okay, and okay, so this is the problem. Let me just add a breakdown. Yeah, here. So basically, this problem requires that we pass two arguments into a function. The first argument is going to be an array, and the second argument is going to be an index. The format of the array is basically is going to contain subarrays delimited by zeros, as you can see in the example that I put there.
Yeah.
And the index is basically the solution is going to be to return the subarray that the index is pointing to. If you look at the example, I'm giving the index 9, and I added a marker where the index 9 is in that array. So the solution would be the range would be, you can either return the range or the subarray. It's up to you. So the range will be 8 to 11 because that's the subarray inside the original array that contains that index. Any questions?
Yeah. Wait. Well, first question. Let me see the problem right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The array contains an array limited by zeros. So, yeah, I understand the limiter of the subarrays will be the number 0. So my first question is, this array will only contain numbers or can contain letters?
In this case, it doesn't matter the values.
Doesn't matter,
what matters,
right?
Yeah. What matters is what matters is that you can expect the zeros as markers of where a subarray ends and starts.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So doesn't matter what kind of characters I see. The 0 is my delimiter right here. So okay. Okay, so I will have to return the range or the subarray?
Yes. So if we go through this example, let's just make another example here. Imagine that instead of 9, I give you any number from 0 to 2, like any number from 0 to 2, you will return this subarray, the one that I'm highlighting here, because
I will return the array.
The array or the range from 0 to 2. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I got it. Okay, let me see if I have another question right here before start. Well, if I have another question, I will do it on the way.
Yep.
Well, first of all, I will get an array and I will try to split by zeros.
Okay.
That's one way.
Okay.
But that will give me a little problems. So the next thing that I will try is loop. I will mark, I will say, oh, here is the new start of the new array.
Yep.
So until I see my index pointer. What about if the pointer points to a delimiter? So what am I going to return? Null, because it's pointing to just to the delimiter?
Oh yeah. Good questions. You can assume the function will never receive an index that points to a delimiter. So you don't have to worry about that for now.
So that's guaranteed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in that case, I will say that I'm going to loop the array.
Yep.
We'll say array less a.
Yep.
Loop the array. Once I see once C is 0 over here, save the limiter or start.
Okay.
That will be. So I think there's no problem if the array starts with the limiter, right? Or ends with a delimiter instead of.
You can assume they will never start or end with a delimiter. So
Okay.
You can have that assumption too.
Okay. So at the start, start or yeah, let's call start my delimiter pointer of this arrays will be 0 like this, because we'll start in the number 5 and we go to say until the pointer number 2 or index 2.
Yep.
So and once they reach the pointer, look or loop, I don't know yet, for the next delimiter.
Okay.
So basically my idea is right here is loop the array. Once I see a 0, I will mark it like, oh, this is the start, or the next index is the start of the sub array. So, and on these iterations, I will see if the index that you give me as parameter is the pointer where I am looping. So my value of my I loop variable. So that's the idea about the solution. And the solution will give me a O of n, because I need to loop the entire array.
Yep. Yep.
That's one way that I can solve it. Just loop him and trying to get or saving variables the limiter. Where's the pass delimiter or the pass start?
Yeah. So I just have one question. That complexity that would be the
they are complicated for it. Maybe if I use an hash table to see where's my delimiters are, so like say loop through the array and save each delimiter on a hash table, and after that see if my pointer is greater than my first.
I think it's okay. You could do it.
Hash table, but that's enough.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think we have a lot of delay, so just bear with me. I have two questions. One question and one comment. One is these O of n. That would be my question is if that's space or time. And my comment
that's time.
Okay, and the other limitation is try to do it without using any space. So even though you might be correct using a hash table, just try to use it with a constant space. So basically, space all of one, as I wrote over here. So, but your approach, I think you can start.
I didn't see. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't. But you're okay. So, at least what you written right now, it makes sense. I guess we can start coding and we can figure it out later.
Yeah. I missed this part. Sorry. Yeah, this will be great because it's all one space. Yep. Let's see. Find. I will create a function. Find.
Yeah, and just a disclaimer, I'm not familiar with JavaScript, but I think it should be easy enough to understand.
Oh, it's not too complicated. That's more looks. It will look like C or C-like language.
Okay.
Yep. Let's say this will be from shift let start. Like I said, I will start on 0 because it's the first element on my subarray. I will create. Oh, holy crap!
Yep.
Got a problem right here. Well, if I return a range, it will take me 0 or of 1 space of memory. But if I return an array, that can be of 1 memory because maybe you say, okay, the delimiter is in the last element. So my return array will get the of n memory. In the case that we don't have any delimiter. So in that case, it's just for the solution because I'm going to write this. So let result equals an array when here I will start the subarray.
Yeah, it's fine. I think in this case, let's just assume that the resulting array doesn't count towards the space complexity for this particular case. So maybe I think it's fine for now. We can evolve it. We can talk about it more later. But just consider the resulting array as that's okay.
Okay, so just in case, I will create my variable right here for the range. Let range will be a empty string or null on this case. So the next step is look through the array. So for let I equals 0, I will write like this. Less than a will be our array dot len len right here and a plus plus. Oh, plus plus. I get a little nervous when I am on interviews. Well, I need to receive my array right here.
Yep.
That will be an array, and the index, maybe it's 0. This is just the default values to prevent some errors if you don't send any of these.
I understand.
Values.
As long as we're okay on the type, that's fine.
Yep. Well, the next step right here is the start. The start is 0, is set on 0. Once the CA 0, I set the start. So, but the first thing that I'm going to do is check the pointer.
Yep.
So, where I can check if this is a delimiter or not. So, array on I equals 0. This is the delimiter.
Okay.
Limit.
Yeah.
What is the? I don't remember the limit.
Don't worry. Like, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, no worries. I might as well have a typo there. I didn't check, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In other case, otherwise, we'll go check the index. So if I see a 0, that means that this is a new start. So the new start is going to be, like you say, never will be a 0 at the end of the array.
Yeah.
I can assume that I can see a 0 and then a new element in the subarray. So I will never, with this line, I will never reach the end of, or I'm never going to be far away from the end of the array. I will say I plus. So, and
so basically, what that means that start is going to be basically I, whatever the value of I is, plus 1, right? If I understand correctly.
If the first element is the limiter, is it the limiter? Yeah, the star will start on the index 1.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because it's the first when the I is equals to 0. So that's the first lap on my loop. So if not, I will check. Okay, index equals to I. So if index equals to I. So I can do it right here.
Okay.
So that means that I found my sub-index, or the index is pointing to this, or the current sub-index. So there's no need to check anymore. The full take memory. Well, found, yeah, I will call found is false right here.
Okay.
That means that I and then I will say right here, you say, there's no more starts. Now I'm looking for the end. Let end equals to 0, 2.
Okay.
So if not found, that
so
means
basically, found says if we have found the start, right? Just for
see
clarity.
our pointer right here. I see the pointer to the.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means found. Oh, right here. Found equals true.
Okay.
Okay. So if I didn't found yet or else, that means that I found the end, the index that I'm looking for. So, and then false. Oh, and this is the end will be like I'm seeing a 0, the end of my subarray. In this case, is I.
Okay.
Next or prep element.
Okay.
And if it does is the case, I will say break right here.
Okay.
Okay. That will give me my range. So I think I can set right here at the end. Range equals to, I will do it on this format right here. So do not get complicated with the syntax. It's start to, okay. This range means on
Yep. Hello?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's from the start. 9, 10, 11. Okay.
Yeah.
From the start, and okay, I'm okay. Here, close. So that's the range. Oh. And comma right here.
You're missing out.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my range. So I know my range. So the result, or I can loop to from the start to the end. I will copy this loop right here. From the start equals, and because I am into the array or subarray, array or result array equal push.
Okay.
Array I will return both. I can do it in an object.
A tuple, or yeah, it's up to you. There you go.
I think this is going to solve the problem. I need to check, do some tests to check if this works or not.
Yeah, if you like, we can go over a couple of tests and see what happens. You can get a not very complicated example, so you can test your algorithm.
Okay, yeah. The first, we'll start with an edge case because this will be my zero. Zero. Go. We'll
Just
never
remember that's
start
uncolor.
with zero. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 0. And we'll never end with a 0. But can I see something like this?
No, you can assume there's only going to be, you will never see two delimiters together. So
okay.
That's also another assumption.
Okay. Yeah. I will test with this little problem, and I will set my index until the last element. So
that would be 4. The index would be 4 in this case. Yeah. Yeah.
The index is equals to 4. The array is this one right here. So I will start on 0. This will be 0. The end is 0. Found is false. So result equals to this, and this equals nothing. So the start, the I is equals to 0.
Yeah.
The array and position I, position 0, is number 0. Nope.
Yep.
That means, okay, index is equals to I. Okay, yeah, it's equals to I.
So we're still in this first iteration, right?
Of index right here. So is 4. No, 4 is not equals to 0, so not found. Next iteration, I see a delimiter. Yep.
Yep.
Is found. my delimiter is found or my index is found? No. So I'm going to say this is false. That give me true. Damn it. I got a little problem right here.
Yeah. Basically, in this case, you're gonna set the end index when you haven't found the first delimiter, if I see this correctly. Hello? Are you talking? Hello?
Thinking.
Okay, sorry. I don't know if it the connection is flaky.
Okay. If found, this is false. Wait. I see a zero. Oh yeah, I see a zero. Yep. Yeah, the start is going to be I. Okay, on this iteration, I is 1.
Okay.
The star will be, all right, +1. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
So the
Sorry.
star now is going to be 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
To this pointer.
Yes.
So my next is 2. 2 is the delimiter, no. And is the index, no. So next iteration. 3 is a delimiter, yes. I already found my pointer, no. So star will be 3 equals to 4 right here.
Okay. I see the approach. Got it.
Yep. So next pointer is 4. Yeah, delimiter. Okay. Is not a pointer for sure.
Okay.
And the index is equals to I. Yeah, 4 equals 4. So I already found my element, but it's in the end of the array. So I need to check if I am at the end of the array. One thing that I can do, if I am in the end of the array, I will do it right here. If I am in the end of the array, how am I? AI equals to array.len -1. That means that I am at the end of the array. So I will say end equals to I.
Correct.
So I fixed this little book. I'm going to do it outside of the loop, but I have no control of this on that point.
Yep.
So right now the end is going to be I. So, where's my end? It's going to be 4.
Yeah.
And found is true. And next iteration, now there's not in next iteration because I am at the end of the array. So that's it. I will look through the subarray and I will return that.
Yep. In this case, just returning the range, it's okay, but it's good that you return both things.
Yeah, yeah,
So
just to give you the two approaches
okay,
or
can uh,
solutions.
can we talk about the complexity? Like just to yeah, just what is the time complexity of this?
No, the time complexity right here, as you see right here,
Yeah.
because where n equals to the array length.
Okay.
So, and right here, maybe there's no delimiters, and maybe you going to give me the pointer to the last element. So that means this loop will be O of n.
Yeah.
So in that case, my time complexity right here, it will be O of 2 times n, but in this case, the constants are not important. So
Okay. Let me see. Let me just read it again. Mm,
and memory will be constant because I didn't use
yeah. Other than the result, it's
data
great.
structure to storage anything.
Yep. Um, Let me see. Yep. I think that's it. Um, yep. How are we? We're 10 minutes. I think we're good. Do you have any questions?
No, no
Yeah.
questions.
I
No,
have
not at
one.
all.
Yeah, I have one for you.
Yeah.
Do you see now that we went through this problem, do you see any type of improvements that we could do um, to make it a little bit more efficient? Just from the top of your head, maybe we can discuss.
Okay. Let me check. Yes, because efficiency is a little weird because basically this is a brute force algorithm. So I'm just looking through the array. Mm, let me see.
Let me give you maybe an example. Uh, let's say uh, let's say that my input array looks something like wait. Well, the value doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, really, really long array.
And let's say my input, I give you that I give you this index, whatever that index is. So in your algorithm, you'll start from the beginning, and we have to wait until we hit this. Uh, Wait, do you see the highlight?
Yeah, I see the highlight.
Okay, so maybe we can skip the coding, but do you have any idea how you would improve this? If I'm already giving you the index to start with, you can think. Do you have any idea how you can improve this? To not go through all the million elements of the array at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. Mm, I can use more than one pointer for the I.
Okay.
Let's say one pointing to the star and one pointing to the middle of the array, or I can use my eye to check the star and the end and start compare from the star and the end and go to the
Yeah.
middle. That
Yeah.
will be one case. But the fastest way to improve my algorithm is not doing this. Is making 2 points, two pointers, one to the start and one to the middle, or we can divide between 3
Okay.
pointers, one in the start, one in the third, and the second, third, and one to the first tier, the second tier, and
But,
I don't know if that makes sense for you, but
uh,
I one of the improvements will be that.
well, let's just go through this. Basically, you don't know what index that is. Well, let's say my index here is index. It's the index one. I don't know. Is it 1 millionth index, right?
Yeah, really
But
long index.
you already know this index of whatever the length of this
Oh,
array is.
holy crap! Yeah. I see. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
I
is your
can
idea?
see that. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. So my
Okay.
solution, yeah, instead of star of the array, I can start from the index that you give me
Yeah.
and try to look for the star from that point.
Loop. Go backwards, right? I think I lost you again. Hello.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you. Can you repeat?
Yeah. Yeah, I can start from that point and go backwards and forward
Yeah.
and try to reach the delivers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is
think.
brute force for sure.
Uh,
but
I think
that
overall.
improvement will be good.
Yeah. Overall, it's still linear. Like technically, this is still linear because doesn't matter the length of the array. You're still gonna go through the array once, so that's still linear. But looking through millions of elements versus just going 2 places to the left and 2 other places to the right is still
Yeah.
linear, but it's way more efficient. Uh,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. Because there is no the probability that you give me a full array will be
yeah,
low.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, you got it. It's still a valid solution. It's just and you eventually got maybe it would be a good idea later to you went through a small edge case, maybe another suggestion is go the other way, make another large, very large edge case like the one that I wrote here. So then you
Yeah.
can easily see, uh, well, if I already have the starting point in the middle, I can just, you saw it yourself. I didn't have to tell you. So I think you did good anyways. And yeah, well, we got to the solution, which that's the important part.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Good point.
I'm gonna stop recording. Okay.
Okay.